Hello and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon. We are in the challenging parks and we're going to take a look at Katie World today. It's a small theme park with a few rides and room for expansion. Your aim is to double the park's value. So we have to end with a $150,000 park value by October of year 3. Let's pause this up real fast, take a look and see what we have and what's going to do things for us. So there's a decent amount of room here. We'll figure out what that is there. And then we have this ride that kind of just goes around randomly. This kind of reminds me of the Ultimate, which is a roller coaster in the UK that just kind of goes on forever. And this is kind of the same thing. We do have an on-ride photo here, so we're going to make sure we maximize the profit on that one. It is high, so $5 seems fair. Let's see what else we have here. We have go-karts. $2. We have this ride here, which is $3. Okay. Those, yeah, $1. Train ride itself is not too bad, and I remember there's, I think it's like a rocket-based one here. Yeah, there they are. Look at that. Oh man, we can charge a little bit more money for that, I think. So we're gonna bring that up to $3. And all of these rides, let's get our rides list open here. Where is our rides list? There it is. Okay. So I'm just going to make sure that we get everything set for the proper amount of time for the safety inspections. Not that I know that that fully matters, but I kind of want to keep it at that interval just to make sure we're good there. And also, this train is the dumbest train ride ever. Like, it doesn't go that far. And there's 3 stops? Are you kidding me? That's completely unnecessary. Like, okay, I can deal with 1, but 3 stops on this? That's wild. How many trains could it take? I might get rid of this station, because that's just stupid. We also have to spend some money here before we really get rolling into this park. If we take a look at... go back to the rides and go click on food and beverage. There's no information stuff. So we need to make sure we take care of that. But let's go ahead and unpause. And we're just going to slowly increase some value with something like this. And we're just putting in some of this basic stuff because it's needed in all these parks. And for some reason, it doesn't want to give it to us. So we're going to make sure we get all of the basic parts of this in here. The only thing I really hate right now is that the button to turn off scenery, which is usually 4, and then see with see-through scenery, it doesn't matter. It's there no matter what. So it does work when we hit 4 on the outside area for certain pieces of scenery, like that, but trees and stuff. Maybe is there another button for see-through trees? See-through vegetation. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oops, that goes there. Okay. Oh goodness. All right, let's get this all established here real fast. Be a great time to have umbrellas. I don't know if we have them or not. But I do want to make sure we get the basic stuff built in here as quickly as we can. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That one needs to go away. And we'll get some of these in there. Yeah, I know they're hungry and they can't buy anything. I'll get that fixed in a second. Give me a chance to breathe here, game. There's so much stuff I can do with the park. Just at the first sign here. So I apologize. I know watching me place benches and trash bins is not the funnest, most captivating content you could possibly imagine. And if it is, we need to have a discussion. But we're really focused here on just trying to get some of this stuff set up. Like, because there's paths everywhere. Like this path over here is ridiculous. It shouldn't exist, but it does. So we're just going to make sure we kind of satisfy all that stuff. Right. I think we got most of this. We still have this back area we need to take care of, but that's okay. Ding, ding, ding. 1, 2, 3. 1. There we go. There we go. All right. And then the last little bit is this back pathway here. So we're just going to go through and do this. Now, one of the interesting things is here is like I kind of intend on getting rid of this railroad. And if I remember playing when I played the original game, if you got rid of something like that and you hit the delete button, it didn't work out so well for you as far as the costs go. But if you did go in and actually spend the time to like delete each section, it paid for itself like instantly. It was kind of wild how much that worked out. Oh man, we got lots of path down there. We need to make sure all of that stuff is covered. And we're probably going to need to put a no entry sign there at some point. And there should not be as much throw up as there is, so we're going to have to adjust and figure out what the heck's going on there with all of those things, because like an exit for this should not be covered in vomit. Alright, so let's go ahead and make sure nobody goes in that exit. Same with this one. I don't want anybody going down those exits. And then we just need to do the final pieces of work here to get this stuff all put into place. Okay. Let's see, staffing wise, who do we have? Oh, we just don't have enough people. There are way too many pathways for all of that to exist. Okay, so we have that. We are going to need to have multiple more mechanics, and we're going to hire some more security guards, and by more, I mean any. Alright, so we have all of that. How long is the line for that? Because this is an unbelievably long line, and people are waiting 12 minutes. That can't exist. So let's go take a look and see the stats for this ride. So it is 58 seconds, so just under a minute, and there's 12 trains. So that means that we should be like sending them out every 5 seconds or so, right? And if we increase the speed of that, we should be able to hopefully get people out of there a little quicker, because this is a huge backup underneath there that we need to address. All right. Now let's take a look at all the other stuff. Oh, we don't even have... Okay, so before we do anything else here, we need to get a shop. Okay, we need a drink area here because we don't have any of that right now. So we're going to get all of the base amenity stuff taken care of here. Even though we don't have the money for it, we'll take out some loanage. And we'll get some of the stuff placed in. So I'm not going to charge for park maps per se. We'll make 10 cents, but we will make at least $2 on each of the umbrellas sold. Alright, we'll go through and do that. And that looks good. Cool. And do the same thing back here. Put another one in. Open that up. All of that stuff's the same. Get a bathroom back there as well. Gonna need another bathroom somewhere back here. And we'll probably put another info kiosk. Not because we need to like have a ton of these things, but we just don't have anything like that in this park so far, and it's very clearly needed. So we're just gonna spend some time getting some of this basic stuff set up, and then maybe we'll optimize this ride too, because it doesn't look well designed for what's going on. And I think we're able to buy, yeah, we're able to buy all that land in the middle, and this area over here we have construction rights too. So that's cool that we have an ability to build out here. There's more over there. We're going to be golden on value here. All right, let's take a look and see what we want to do and what we can do. So we're going to set up a little pizza area back here. Okay, we got to make our $2. And we'll open that up, and we got a drink stall coming, so we can turn that off, and we'll go with thrill rides, roller coaster, channel rides, because I don't know what we have right now. Channel rides, we have a decent selection that we can expand onto. Coasters, we definitely need to have more. We're going to build something else here. We have all of the types we currently have, and we have most of that stuff too. We do not have a log flume, so we're definitely going to get a log flume put in as well. But let's get some more pizza places built in here. And then this spot right here is going to be a drink stall eventually. And let's put that there and that there. And then we get another pizza place put in back here. Alright. That should at least solve a lot of the hunger issues. We have lots of people saying that they've been hungry. Runaway plumber. Okay. Interesting ride concept. Not sure it's for me, but whatever. Alright, so we have a drink stall. Let's speed the game up just a little bit here so we can get our drink stall. Then I can go back to normal speed. And we'll leave it at those things right now. Alright, then we can get our drink stall put in. We need to make our $2. We got 1, 2. There's a third one back here. 3. And we'll open that up. Okay. And as far as our quality, what the peeps are saying, hunger should be going down. And overall guest satisfaction should be going up here. Taking a look at our value here for what our park value is, it's at 80 right now, so we need to bring it up. We're going to do that with a number of rides here, but we just need to see where we're going to put them and what we're going to do with them. So we do not have a twist or a scrambler right now. That's going to be our first addition. We'll put that in back this area. And yeah, that's going to be our first actual ride addition to this park, because we haven't actually added any rides so far, which I feel really bad about. Let's go ahead, 10 minutes. Oh, that's good. I want it to be red. And silver, not red and white, I think looks better. Guests are hungry and can't find anywhere to buy food, but they can. We have plenty of food now available for them. And that number should be, it's rapidly going up, but you can see they're starting to gather and go towards the places that we do have food. So we should be able to solve those problems pretty quickly. Let's speed it up here a little bit. And let's go in and take a look at what we have. So do we have a we don't even have a carousel in this park. Okay. So we'll get a very basic carousel put in. We can put it right at the front of the park. Like right there. I love that. And I really prefer the lighter blues. Like, I think that looks nice. I don't know why. I just really like that version of it a lot. And then we can get that all built in where it needs to go. And you can see by the number of people sitting down that we are making gangbusters on some of this food. So, I mean, that's profit per hour is 1,000. That's ridiculous for a food stall. This one, did I not open that? Oops, my bad. You made profit? Nope, nothing yet. And then this one, is that my 1,000? That one's 1,000 down here. This one's around the same. So we're making $2,000 an hour off of our 2 open pizza places. I don't think we've sold any, we're getting some drinks here, but nothing crazy quite yet. All right, there's gonna be something in this area. I don't know what yet, but that's begging for some type of coaster. We got a maze, okay. We're gonna turn off general rides after that, because that's enough. And that maze is probably gonna exist right up here. Coaster wise, I really want a steel coaster or a wooden coaster. They can't find bathrooms. We have plenty of bathrooms now. Alright, we're gonna have to go in. These are kind of, so we have 5 restrooms. Like, they're all pretty close to each other. So that one's there. Maybe I'll throw one back here. What button is for see-through vegetation? It used to be 4, I thought, but Alright, so we have that. And this area could be a little cars ride. Oh no, let's see what this ride's doing optimization wise too. So it's minute 37 seconds. Yeah, no, we need to do this. So it needs to wait like 28 seconds and leave after like 32-ish. That should help out a whole bunch. And I'm gonna, the storm, I don't like the blue that much, but I get it. But I kind of dig like that there's this giant hill and then foop, foop, and then go on another one, and then this. This is stupid, but I love it. And then this part is just wicked through here. Like, boom, boom, snap, 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 snap. This is a really cool little figure eight. This is probably the highlight of the ride in my books. And then it comes in pretty hot to the station, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like this thing's rolling through all this. So that's cool. It goes up and over, down and around, back up, comes down here, and hits, I mean, it's going pretty quick when it gets into the station. Alright, let's go ahead and get that little maze built in there. I hate the space rings. They're my least favorite ride in the entire game. We're going to build our own custom maze, which I hate. But it's okay. So we're just going through and punching in all the little maze things. And again, the mazes don't have to be all that hard. There's no like benefit to having really difficult mazes or really easy mazes. The peeps will solve them the same as far as I've seen. Somebody feel free to tell me I'm wrong on that, but from what I've seen, it doesn't really seem to matter which one you do. So I'm gonna put the entry line here and I can go over 1, 2, so we can build one more section right there. The entrance is gonna go right there. The exit's gonna go right there. No entrance. Put it over there just for a second so I can put where the entrance will be, and then I can put it there. There we go. Okay. Alright. We can open that up. We have to adjust things here. 30 minutes between, or 10 minutes between that, and then we can, again, this is a modification of the game, but that it can take 64 people, I think is the max. That's awesome. So we'll open that up. Now we have a new ride, and while we're waiting on that, let's take a look at our park value. It's at 81, so it's on the way up. Again, we need to have some bigger rides to come in here and help us out with that, but we've done those basics. We could put in a haunted house because I don't believe this park has a haunted house yet. So where do we want to put that? Maybe back here. Or up here, I think makes more sense. So do something like that. All right, we'll open that bad boy up. We have that part ready to roll. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with the general setup we have right now. We just need to have some access to, we got a new roller coaster coming, okay. We have lots of space over here for one. We have space for something smaller over here, so maybe a launched ride of some type. But we definitely have some value that we can add. I don't think we have a spiral slide yet either. But, oh man, I could pop that right down in there. It's not going to work there, but it's kind of a fun idea. Maybe we'll put that over here. What do we think? Does that look, I mean, this part's not going to look nice, but I just kind of dig that it looks like a, it looks like it belongs there, right? And then we can paint it to match style a little better. Cool. Alright, value-wise, we're at it. Yeah, it's on the upswing. We've added almost $10,000 worth of value while not really doing all that much. So that's a good thing for us, I think. The train is very popular right now. At least at the front of the park. Again, I don't really fully understand the purpose of this station. This hill is brutal as well, but there's not much we can do about that. What coaster are we getting? A bobsled coaster. Ooh, that's an interesting choice. Not my preferred style of coaster to build. I'm not really good at them, but it's an interesting choice. So we could probably put a station somewhere in here, have it go up and curve through all this, and then come back into the station. That's what I'm thinking for that. But I also want to get this to be more popular. It's not making nearly enough money. So we're going to do an advertising campaign where you can get free rides. And it's the Storm. And we're going to set that up for that length of time. And that should be much better for us. Alright, and we got an award for being the tidiest park in the country. Take a look at our peeps now. They say they need to go to the bathroom. Which there are many bathrooms scattered throughout this park, so I'm not super worried about that. But if we go back here, the hunger has dissipated. It was up in the 60s, now it's down in the 20s, and I think we've solved a lot of that problem. What is this called, Catherine? Why is there one that's... They have one boat that's the other color. The rest of the boats are just that. Okay, whatever. Let's see, a nice steel coaster or wooden coaster in here would be great, but I think this is going to be our area for Bobsled City here. So I'm going to start clearing some of this out. It's costing me a little money, but that's okay. I'm going to eventually have to do that anyway, even if we don't build a bobsled coaster there. There's going to be a spot that I'm going to be building in the future, so might as well just take care of it now. And we'll figure out what exactly is going on with it as we move forward here. So going to do that, and we should be able to have it turn here and lift hill up. Okay. Let's take a look and see what we got. I've only ever been on one bobsled coaster in my entire life. They're not super common. It was a fun ride, but yeah, it's not a style of coaster. Like if there's other coasters at a park, I'd choose pretty much any other coaster almost immediately over a bobsled coaster. Not because bobsled coasters aren't good, just because there are better versions of pretty much every coaster out there. And if you just saw that, we purchased our first piece of land in this game for no real reason other than that I want to make sure we can make this turn here. Like so. And I might... Okay, we'll do that. Ooh, okay, it's going to present us some problems here. So let's, instead of doing that, we'll have it do this. And then we can get out into some bigger areas here. And I'm going to need some money. Not a lot of money, just a little bit. And one of the big things you can run into with these coasters is if you, like this hill here, if it's going too fast, it will fly off the track. Is there an on-ride photo section? Heck yeah, there is. Alright, and let's see here. So if I can buy land all the way through here. Perfect. That's what I needed. So we'll do that, and we'll come down here like so. And I think we're going to have a tunnel. And that will come out there. Yeah, that should work. And I need to see through rides. There's my problem. Okay. And then we'll bring that in to a quick conclusion here. Some block breaks. Actually, let's have it just go straight a little longer, and then we can have it break out. Alright, there we go. Obviously, the track needs to be white if it's a bobsled coaster. We could put the bottom being a different color. Red is always a fun choice for that. And then I think blue with some white and white in there. We have 2 trains, 8 cars. Okay. Now this is one of the trains you really have to pay attention to, especially on this area. When you look at, like right now the train is departing the station and will give us a speed. It's 4 miles an hour because that's what we have the lift hill set as. But when it comes down and goes through here, if it says crashing, we have to quickly pause the game, close the ride, reset it, and rebuild. So we'll see what happens. We're also rocking over 750 people in this guests in this park already, which is wild to me. So we have that. You can see my mouse is sitting over a pause game. It's at 20. Okay, we're okay. Again, it's going to be faster when more people get on it, but I think we're okay for right now. So it's going to come in, do its photos, swing through there, swing out, and then come into the brakes. I'm cool with that. And we're going to call this the Bobsled Bobs. Why? Because I can. Let's see what we have as our stats here. Minute and 16 seconds, so it's going to be 32 up to, no, cancel that. I don't mind holding the button for this because I've done it forever. 36, we're going to wait for a full load. It is exciting, so we can charge like $5. And the only other thing I need to do here is build out our ride line. That's fine. I don't think it needs to be that long of a line. And we can open that up now. What was that message that we just got? This park, okay. I know the line for the plumber ride has been forever. Maybe we'll close that ride down and adjust some of this. Let's do that. So we'll get all these people out of line. I'm sorry, folks. But we really do need to adjust that because it's ridiculous. Okay. So what are people thinking about this one right now? Too intense. Not that intense. Spinning wild mouse again. And they're really trying to sell me on the spinning wild mouse. It's not what I want. Money-wise, take a look at the park value. We're up at 114. You can see that this is the coaster that we just put in and what it does for us. And this line is still emptying out. That's incredible. Why there are people walking in the line is a totally different thing for me. But I am happy that this is rolling through pretty quickly at this point. Alright, but what we do need to do is once all of these jokers get out of this line, so it's going to be taking their sweet old time to do, we're going to go back and fix it. Okay. So we're gonna go and adjust this entire ride line. Alright, where are we coming up to from here? Alright, hopefully that will be enough to get us taken care of on this part here. So let's see. And then we can disconnect that. There we go. Now we can open up that ride, and hopefully we'll have all the people coming back to it. There we go. Okay. I'm feeling a little better about that. It's still a long line for what it is, but it's not nearly as bad as what it would have been down the road before. We probably are going to have a little adjustment in park population here, going down, because we closed that ride and people got mad and left. But although this one's maintaining, which is nice, this guy should be leaving the station here. Probably need to adjust that timing a little bit more, but it's okay for right now. We have another roller coaster coming our way. Hopefully it's something we can use a little bit better. And we have a log flume still that we can put in, which we might want to do. I don't know where exactly I want to put that. Maybe somewhere over here and have it go. We could purchase some land here if we wanted to, but have it just here, go down, loop back in, come back. Probably going to be more than enough to do what we need it to. Actually, let me back that up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so can do something like that right out of the gate. And then it's going to go underground here, I think. Alright, again, I'm just spending money like a crazy person right now. I'm just trying to get that value up as quickly as we can. Okay. And this is just stacking stuff wherever I can fit it right now to try to increase value, not necessarily making the greatest amusement park in the world right now, but just trying to get value out of everything. So, do that. Let's see. We'll have that shift off to the left. Then we can have this come down. Well, I guess we have to go straight here and then come down. And that should wrap that ride up for us. Beautiful. We'll go in here like so, get that all taken care of. Let's test it, make sure it's working. 18 boats, yeah. I'm not going to put any minimums on any of that stuff for right now. We'll come back and adjust all that later. And I'm just going to make a little curly Q kind of line here. This ride will have plenty of capacity, so I'm not really worried about making a super long line because it can deal with it. And should be good to go. Alright. $2 seems fine for the cost. And we're almost at 1,000 guests, so almost at 900, should I say. But it's moving up, doing its job. Line here is 8 minutes long. It's a good value, which means we're undercharging, so maybe we'll bring it up to 250. And our first boat is nearing the last of the lift hills. It's actually on it, and we still are clearing out boats from the queue there, even though they have no waiting time. I'm most interested to see what happens as it gets to this spot here. It drops and turns immediately. It's probably not a thing you want to have in your log flumes, but it's going to work for us here. We have a looping roller coaster, yes. We got a steel coaster that we can do stuff with. That makes me very happy. And that we'll be able to increase our park value even more with the addition of that. Let's just make sure that this is all working. We have a lot of guests in this park, so we need to make sure we're servicing all of that. This ride is limited on capacity. It's only 2 people per thing, 8 of them, so 16, so 32 people total is what the entire capacity of that ride is. It's a little light. So it goes around that turn. Okay, it slows down pretty quick. And we have 18 of those boats, so let's get the math ready to roll here and see what we have. So it is 2 minutes and 27 seconds, so 120 plus 27 divided by 18 means 8 seconds, a little over 8 seconds. So we'll bring that one there, we'll bring this one to 9. And that should allow everything to flow very nicely. And we have a nice, simple little ride for our peeps to enjoy. People thinking about it, it's a really good value? Yes, it is. You guys can all go and enjoy the value of the ride that we've created there. And then it's going to get all backed up here for a second, but it will clear out as soon as we start spacing everything out. It should line up pretty nicely here. So we have, how many people are on this? 6 people right now. And that should be solid setup for us going forward here. All right, let's take a look here. We have lots of space to do things with. I don't necessarily think we need to buy a lot of land. Like I could put a shuttle loop here, no problem. Not a big deal. I'm gonna see what, we still have lots of stuff to research. Have we gotten any new thrill rides? No, we really need some more thrill rides. Let's focus our funding on that for right now. I'm also going to pause the game and go into finances and just see what is our maximum loan. So 25. So we're approaching the kind of limit of that. So we're going to maybe take a little bit of a loan out here to build a shuttle loop. And then we should be able to recoup that money relatively quick. So we're going to put it here, but it's going to be up. So 1, 2. Oh, we're paused. That's why I can't build. 2. And let's see. We got 7 cars. We're going to make sure it's in first incline shuttle mode. Go through, and we can do 2 loops if we want. I don't really care. Do an on-ride photo section, and then we'll loop up here. Go to the left or to the right. Doesn't really matter. And then on the side, oops, I guess I need to make sure it's a left hill. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one is at 85, that one's at 85. Beautiful. Our entryway is going to be on this side, I think. Exit will be over here. We're going to call this Silver Bullet because it's already silverish kind of color. And we can test it, and we're just gonna make sure that's all functioning. I'm gonna play with the colors. I don't really care for that red all that much. I like the orange and silver, so I might make everything on the track silver and then the coaster itself orange, or the cars itself orange. Let's see. Ooh. Here we go. We get 2 rides out of that, which I think is nice. So So we're going to do something along these lines, have it come down. Now we're running into hill there. Hey, we won. We seem to have a theme here where we are winning when we're putting this stuff in, but that's all this one is. It's not too big a deal. I'm a real big fan of this bobsleigh coaster in this corner. It's not the greatest design in the world, but it does work, and it looks like it does what we need to do. So that wraps up this episode of Katie's Dreamland. We added just a little bit of land, which we could have added more, and we did it in under a year, actually about 6 or 8 months. So folks, thanks for joining me for another round of Roller Coaster Tycoon. We'll be back next time with another challenging park. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.